For real? Somebody call me Junior too.
Come on up, you're next.
When I pulled up, I thought you was Junior. I got to put him on
Want to stop right here for me? Go on and fill in. Go on and fill in.
Got breaking news, man. So Kevin Stefanski
I hope that I've shown some people that over the last couple of weeks that have watched the
just
film and that
chimed in
I feel as good as I ever have
on this whole situation.
You get tricked a little bit when you're in a locker room with all these guys. You just kind of assume you're in your 20s and you keep telling yourself that. But I really do feel great.
All right,
My
let's
arm feels just
play
as good
this.
as ever.
But less today. Give him a break. Yeah, all along been evaluating our guys, and I thought Joe has performed really well in camp and going back to the off-season program. I thought he's done exactly what we've asked him to do, and I think we have a lot of confidence in him.
How much they started to further notice, or season, or day-to-day, week
Yeah.
to week?
Obviously, as you know, Tony, don't get into those type of things right now. Have a ton of faith in Joe, have confidence in Joe. I'm excited for him. His teammates know what he's about. He's a hard worker.
How will the rest of the QB room shake out in terms of the depth chart?
Not so concerned about depth chart, honestly. Really like our guys. They continue to work very hard. All of them. As you make decisions like this, you talk to the guys and you let them in on your thought process. But all of them should consider themselves get ready as a starter. That's how you have to handle being a backup in this league.
So you'd say it's still like I don't want to say an open competition, but in terms of deciding how it all shakes out, these guys are still competing for those roles.
Yeah, we talked long ago with every player on the team that these roles are not given out; they're earned, and that's something that will always be true at any position. I will tell you, I'm very, very pleased with that group and how hard they're working.
Ain't it crazy? They've been throwing this earn thing around for a while now. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. You have to, that's just so damn crazy to me.
Say who's number 2 for week 1 right now.
I'm not.
Is it safe to say that along those lines, what's the latest with Kenny?
He's going to do some limited work today, which is great. He continues to progress nicely.
Is it safe to say that Joe earned this job and it wasn't just by default because some of the other guys went down with injuries?
Yeah, he earned it, and I understand with the injuries how that may look. That's really not the case here. Joe performed really well both in practice, in the joint practices, in the meeting room, you name it, in the walkthrough. Just what he's able to bring to the football team, he's earned that role.
Kevin, you said when you say Kenny's going to be limited in a limited role, does that mean more than just because he had been limited before? Is he going to get 11 on 11?
He'll get some 11 on 11, yes.
And what about Shedeur?
Going to do a little bit less today, give him a break and see how it responds, and then see how he's feeling for tomorrow.
Kevin, what is Isaiah Bond? What can he do to help your offense?
Yeah, I think like any player that comes in, we need to get him up to speed, Jeff, and see where he fits in those type of things. But certainly he's got the right attitude, and we'll know more over the next couple of days.
Joe was saying one of the challenges of him making it this long is like battling boredom sometimes. He's been through so many different training camps. How do you keep a guy who seems so much engaged?
Yeah, I was around Favre when he was 40 years old, and Brett used to call the meetings beatings. So yeah, I think Joe's got the right attitude. There's a lot of minutia that goes into football. There's a lot of meetings that aren't so fun, and they're typically very early in the morning, so you better bring your cup of coffee with you. But Joe does a really nice job of not getting bored and making sure that he's on point with all of the line calls, whether it's protection or run game.
And on the flip side, when the bullets fly and you guys start playing, how can it help you guys to have somebody who has seen so many different looks throughout his career?
Yeah, obviously there's value in experience, and that's something that Joe has a ton of experience as a starter, as a backup in different systems, going against different schemes. So he'll certainly lean on that experience, and we will as well.
Kevin, Joe understands the long-term quarterback situation here better than anybody. And not a knock on the young guys, and Kenny was obviously hurt. But how important is it to have the season start with a quarterback that the guys believe in, that they know gives them the best chance to win?
Honestly, Tom, I do think the guys believe in Joe, but I want to give credit to that entire group. I think those guys are working very, very hard. We have a standard for that position, regardless of who's in there. Uh, Practice, games, how we operate, what we believe in. We have a very, very high standard. Obviously, Joe, having done it at a high level, has done it here as well. That lends itself to confidence in himself and confidence from his teammates.
Joe said he expects to play. Do you know how long your starters will play?
Let me get through the next couple of days. I'll talk to you guys on whatever day that is, Thursday or Friday, Tony.
I know you guys have talked about being happy with the rookies and how they've progressed. So with Joe being the starter, what's important for them now going forward?
Yeah, rookie development never ends, and player development never ends. And I've told you guys before, we're obsessive about that, and especially at that quarterback position, but at all positions. So those guys will constantly be working and constantly be taking advantage of all the resources in this building. And going back to the original point with Joe, they're in every meeting, and they need to prepare to start. That's what you have to do as a backup, certainly backup quarterback, backup anything. You have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Kevin, when you go through something, you went through 23. In 23, you had Deshaun and then DTR, a rookie as a backup. How much did what you went through there? Can it color your decision on Kenny, a veteran backup compared to a guy like Dylan or Shedeur?
I would tell you every year is different. Every player is different. So we'll make decisions on those type of things when appropriate. But every year is different.
Yeah, what's the message with Isaiah coming in now at this point of camp, and also coming with what he had to go through this offseason before getting here? Just what are you telling him as he walks in the door as far as what you expect of him and what you need to see?
Yeah, I think with any young player, as you add them to your team, it's the same conversation, Daryl, that happened for a lot of guys back in April. But it's about earning a role. It's about earning the trust of your teammates and your coaches, and he understands that and is ready to get going.
What has Tommy Reese shared with you about Isaiah Bond?
Yeah, as you can imagine, Mary Kay wouldn't get into too much specifics, but we, with any player, we want to make sure we talk to everybody we can and find out about the person as much as the football player. And obviously, Tommy was together with Isaiah down there in Alabama.
It seems like you've run more end arounds and jet sweeps this camp and maybe the preseason. Would you agree with that, or do you think it's the same as it has?
I would assume it's the same as it's been. Yeah, I would.
Coach, you were asked about the possibility of keeping 4 quarterbacks on this roster Sunday. You said that you'd love to keep everyone, but it's just not realistic. Are you guys still eyeing the plan of perhaps?
Yeah, when I said that, I mean I'd like to keep 90 guys on the roster. I don't think that's possible nor realistic. When it comes to every position, everything's up for determination over the next couple of days.
So it is still realistic to keep 4 quarterbacks?
Everything's realistic other than keeping 90 on the final roster. Roger won't allow that.
Bond's speed is well advertised. What does that mean for your offense when he gets up to speed?
No pun intended. Yeah, been around guys with world-class speed before. I can still remember Coach Zimmer talking about it with defensive backs. Defensive backs respond to speed. When they have a guy across from them that can run by them, they respond to it. So we, as coaches, want to utilize the speed of a player, whether he's a receiver, tight end, you name it. We want to utilize that to our advantage and put that player in position where he can run by defenders, give them the threat of running by defenders. So that's something that we have to do a really good job of utilizing in this offense.
Kevin, you guys were really excited about Kenny Pickett, talking him up a lot at the owners' meetings and whatnot. And he had a really nice first 4 days. Would you say it's accurate to say that he had a very legitimate chance to come in here and try to win this?
Yeah, I'm
stretch?
still excited about Kenny, the player, the person. I've been
What?
around him now, Mary Kay, for many months, and I know what he's about. I know how he was performing. The injury was unfortunate, but it hasn't stopped him from being engaged. It hasn't stopped him from knowing exactly what's going on day-to-day basis. He's getting as much work as he can right now, but he has performed really, really well.
Going back to the development part, how beneficial is it for the young guys, Dylan and Shedeur, to be able to start the season and go into it with a guy like Joe Flacco, who's obviously done this for a while and has the mindset of leading by example rather than just being like that vocal guy?
I think it's an interesting question. I think it's we talk a lot about leadership, and then there's followership, and it's our job as coaches, sometimes our job as players, to be good followers and be able to listen and be able to take in how someone is setting the example. Maybe not by like you said, Cam, maybe not being very vocal. So whether it's Joe or anybody else, it's our job, certainly as players and young guys especially, to be really good watchers, really good listeners, and observe as we start this career for these young players.
Is it possible that your active number 2 quarterback would change from week to week, or would you like to avoid that?
Yeah, I can't get into too many hypotheticals. Sorry.
Coach, through 2 games, the defense has allowed 16 points, allowed only 88 yards to the Eagles. Kind of what have you liked from them?
And I think it's been on display the last couple of accidents. And then when you talk about at the quarterback position, the battles that those guys go through every day, the battles that they go through certainly on Sundays with people, trying to come after them in every direction. So I admire all our players and what they put their bodies through, but the guys that can get double-digit seasons in this league, it's really remarkable.
So basically, Kevin Stefanski saying he made Joe Flacco the starter because he's old. Which, you know what I'm saying, whatever, to each his own, but why draft 2 quarterbacks? That's something I just cannot wrap my head around. Why draft 2 rookie quarterbacks if you're just going to play the old guy? Guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on, because you know what? I'm going to bring you the news quick, fast, lightning, and then the hairy. And like always, shake the haters off, man. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.